Questions have been put to me by my beloved friends and the listeners. So, I come to clarify those three questions. There are questions lot more, yet these three questions I must clarify. The first one is, what is the relation between Shaivagam, Kashmir Shaivism and Tripura Siddhant? The second question is, how do I support or relate Advaita, Vedanta, Tripura Siddhant and Kashmir Shaivism? These two are related. And the third one is, why I do not go on giving discourses on a bigger platform, on a more vast literary platform, not literary but educational platform, something like that. Now, the first two questions are related, so I should deal with them at the very outset. In the previous discussion in Bengali, Bigyan Vairava and Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, or Kashmir Shaivagam and Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita, I have mentioned that Kashmir Shaivagam from a viewpoint is more mature, more perfect than Advaita Vedanta, and that might be misinterpreted as something else. So, this is to clarify that each and every philosophical thought, philosophical school has its own limitations. Advaita Vedanta too has its own limitations. While discussing Jagat, the creation as Adhyas, they took the help of Maya and they described Maya as anirvachaniya, undescribable, one which cannot be defined or described. And the popular image of the illusion of snake in a rope or mirage is cited. I have said in my discussion that Bigyan Vairava gives a more scientific discussion on the universe, creation rather. But ultimately, I have mentioned it in Bengali lecture, ultimately Kashmir Shaivagam and Advaita Vedanta both are equal and same at the summit. In Advaita Vedanta, what is Brahman or Atma, Shuddha Atma according to Sri Ramakrishna, Shuddha Chaitanya, is Param Shiva according to Shaivagam. So, if someone thinks that I support Kashmir Shaivagam more than Advaita Vedanta, it is not so. There are some plus points in Vishishta Advaita, one should accept those. There are some very good logic and explanations in Dvaitavad, that is also to be considered, and similarly in Kashmir Shaivagam too. This is the first question. The second question is, how do I relate Tripura Siddhant and Kashmir Shaivagam? Tripura Siddhant and Kashmir Shaivagam are closely interrelated. The difference is that when Kashmir Shaivagam says that it is the Param Shiva that we have to reach, our goal, our end is Param Shiva. And Tripura Siddhant says it is Parama Shakti. Kashmir Shaivagam says Shakti is inferior to Shaktiman. Shakti is abstract until and unless it is exercised by the Shaktiman. And Tripura Siddhant says Shakti path. Shakti decides to whom or in which container she or it would appear. That is called Shakti path. They take the example of a dead body. The dead body is there. The Shaktiman is there. What he lacks behind, what he lacks is Shakti. Chaitanya Shakti, Utthana Shakti, Karma Shakti, everything, Prana Shakti, he is lacking. The Shakti he is lacking. That is why he is a non-living being, Jada. And if Shakti enters into a Jada, say for example in a stone, it becomes alive. It walks as a living being. Asmavat, Asme Shakti Patavat. Ashma means a stone. Ashme Shakti Patavat. This was said. So, Ashme Shakti Patavat, how a stone works? A stone is still by some force, force of wind, force of water, a Shakti, Jala Shakti, Vayu Shakti, pushes it from its place and it comes rolling down and down and down. The stone would be still, that is Jada. Then how it is rolling? It is rolling because of the action of the Shakti, Shakti path. This is the difference between Kashmir Shaivagam and Tripura Siddhant. So, when we go to search for the ultimate goal, Kashmir Shaivagam says it is Shiva and Tripura Siddhant says it is Shakti. Jnana Shakti is also Shakti. To know Param Shiva is also Shakti. And when it is admitted by Kashmir Shaivagam, then when ultimate Shiva is there, you cannot say you have known him, because there is only Shiva. Shiva and his knowledge. These two things cannot stay side by side. Shiva has his knowledge is his attribute. So knowledge is a Shakti, Jnana Shakti. So that is also the realm of Shakti. It is the decision of Tripura Siddhant. Shakti is ultimate. And the last question is, why I don't preach or don't discuss on a bigger platform? They have mentioned a very efficient and scholar monk of a very respected order and cited the comparison. We both speak alike, we both are voracious readers, still why I do not go on a bigger platform? I would like to tell a story in reply to this. Once Swami Brahmanand, Rakhal Maharaj, the first president of Ramakrishna order, he was asked that when Swami Vivekananda was having world tour and giving discourses and lectures throughout the world, and lots of people are attracted towards Vedanta and Hinduism all throughout the world. Swami Brahmananda, he is also quite equal in spirituality and spiritual power to Swami Vivekananda. Why he he does not do something like that. He does not go. Please don't consider these talks as a comparison with Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda, and very petty, small sadhus like us. They were Himalayas, and we are like pebbles. Meru Sarsapayovat. They are like Himalayas, big peaks of Meru Parvat, and we are like mustard seeds. This is just a story to take some lesson from it. Swami Brahmanand says Mahashakti has involved him into preaching, roaming all throughout the world and preaching and giving discourses and attracting people towards Hinduism or Vedanta. Mahamaya has engaged me in sitting in a single place and doing what I am doing now. You cannot expect the same thing from each and everyone. He is doing his job, what he is supposed to do, and I am doing my job, what I am supposed to do. So, here ends the doubt, and thanks for this, listening to this small discussion.